Facebook. And we've got new friends. You are now noted as a player. Okay. I believe we are live. Yes, we are live. So I would like to say welcome to this session 11 of DragonLance Nexus Presents Dragons on the River of Time. I'm Ed. I'll be your DM. We are missing a player who may pop in a little later this evening, but I just want to say thank you for spending your Saturday evening with us. If you're new to the game, you can find our recorded sessions on YouTube or search for DragonLance Nexus. Give us a subscribe. We're also live streaming on Facebook under the DragonLance or at DragonLance Nexus handle, and of course Twitch under DragonLance Nexus. Our info is to my right. Yes, right? No, below me. Okay, it depends on what screen we're on. Sorry. So a few things before we introduce our players and thing. So if you're looking, obviously we're running our own 5e DragonLance game here every month, but last month we released the Nexus's for free to download Tasselhoff's pouches of everything. It's everything you'll need to run a DragonLance campaign and more. Both myself and Chuck and Tim and Weldon and John, we all worked on that in different varying shades. It's a really good book, and it's for free, and so you should take a look at it and tell us what you think. We'd also like to thank our Patreon supporters. If you guys are watching, we love you. You can find a link to that in our background below me. If you'd like to support the DragonLance Nexus, please donate. It goes to keeping our websites hosted and will pay for us to commission new art for future game books. Speaking of future game books, this week we teased the cover to our new line of modules, Champions of Print, which is coming. The first one, Chapter 1, is coming in fall of this year. So hopefully, Chuck, what do you think? Maybe November? Maybe before November?
Should be October.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
It all depends how fast the guy who does layout can move.
See, I knew you were going to try and stick it to me. All right. So anyway, the first chapter is called The Mystery of the Lost Patrol, and it's a campaign for D&D 5e first level players. We're hoping to have it by October, and it will also be free to download. And just remember, if you don't mind, go ahead and donate to our Patreon. But enough for me. So let's go ahead to our players. So we'll start with you, Chuck, tonight. Who's your player? Who are you? What do you do?
I am Chuck. My player is Tarn. And what do I do is the third question. Depends who you ask. So not a lot.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait. So what do I do for the group? So for the Nexus, I help out with some writing. I do the podcast. And I do something called the fandom wiki page. So got my hands in a few different things. I'll turn it over now to William.
Hi, I'm William. I'm playing Zorion Sejanus, the human cleric of Paladin. I'm not active in the community very much these days, but a long, long time ago, I used to moderate the message board.
And sadly, we just had to close those message boards. But we're glad to have you back. We know you had to miss last session. And I have something special planned for both Zorion and Tarn, and we'll get to that in a moment. But let's continue on. Tim, tell us some things. Tim, you're muted.
And now, can you hear me now?
Good to go.
I am Tim. I'm playing Garrus, the Minotaur fighter, and we are. I help out with writing and editing and different things with the Nexus and projects. So yeah, as far as Garrus goes, he's basically the frontline heavy hitter along with Tarn in the party. So yeah, and armchair philosopher as well.
All right. Weldon, let's go to you next. And you're muted. There you go.
All right, well, my name is Weldon Chen. I'm basically an old fart concerning Dragonlance stuff in general. I contribute here and there, but not much lately, except just keeping tabs on what's going on in the world of Dragonlance. I play R.A. Haversack. He's our current investigator, general harasser, general, taunter, that basically helps the team get their enemies really angry, and sees how that, just basically be the general annoyance that all Kender should.
Cool. All right. Last but not least, let's go to John.
Hello, my name's John. I am playing Erevan Moonwhisper, a Kaganesti elf warlock, whose patron is the device of time journeying. Erevan comes from the timeline that was hinted at in Summer Flame, the one that Tasselhoff went to initially, where everybody was generally in peace. There were no Dragman overlords. There was no theft of the world. And now we find ourselves hurtled in time through Istar. So looking forward to seeing what kind of mischief we can get ourselves into tonight in the Tower of High Sorcery.
And there will be mischief. So I can say, number one, Travis, if you're, I did send you a text, but for some reason I'm looking at the feed and William's video isn't coming in. So if you could work on that. But moving forward, I was a good DM and I did all my homework better than last session. So I had plenty of summaries and hits and that. So let's go ahead and move to what happened in session 10. Obviously, you guys were still in Istar after the altercation with the Knights of the Divine Hammer and meeting with Dugan Redhammer. You guys all headed back to the World Serpent Inn to rest. While you were heading back to the World Serpent Inn, Zorion was summoned to attend a quorum with the ranking clergy called by the King Priest. Tarn, who's maybe a little bit untrusting of Zorion, decided that he was going to hang out and accompany you, Zorion. And we're going to get to that in a little bit. Yes, heavy hmms. So the rest of the party returned to the inn. You spent some time in the common room bar area and got to a couple of strange little hijinks. Everyone ate, had drinks, was merry. Garrus, you sat down at a table with some very strange minotaurs who spoke into your mind to telling you to be left alone. You kind of like did left the table and you told Ari, you investigated those minotaurs, noting they both were like identical, perfectly identical twin minotaurs. You attempted to serve them some of the IPA that Tarn had brewed to make friends. The minotaurs attempted to enter your mind, but failed because you made a successful wisdom save. And in Broken Common, just kind of told you to go away. MacGuffin was, MacGuffin isn't here right now. Potentially Trampus, our erstwhile leader of the Nexus, may be able to join in a little bit later, hopefully. But if not, we'll be NPCing him. But so while MacGuffin was there, he ended up having a revelation, which I'll get to our greatest hits. But he also overheard about the strange minotaurs and hypothesized that they may be the Githyanki he had seen earlier in disguise, and kind of told them that they were creatures that had powers of the mind or psionics. I know psionics are not always very popular in Dragonlance, but we do have instances of them, especially when we come to Taladas. We won't go too far into that deep end of the pool, but psionics are definitely there. Erevan. So you had a very interesting evening there, Erevan. You decided to drink heavily, and you joined the table of Fae folk, which were like satyrs and pixies. And the Fae folk kind of were singing in celebration. Erevan, you kind of casted some small level spells to impress the Fae that were there. They offered you some Fae wine, and you got kind of like pretty drunk. You failed your Constitution save, and you started singing a song in Elven about Lorak Caledon and the sundering of Sylvanesti. Obviously, MacGuffin instantly came up to you and like admonished you about, you know, timelines and paradoxes and you know, this kind of things that Doc Brown would do in Back to the Future. So that was pretty cool. I was interesting to see Erevan kind of like break his stoic facade, which is what he has.
Alcohol does that to you.
It does. That's why I drink heavily through these. I do drink. Anyway, the party had a long rest. You guys set out to the city to sneak into the Balakan Grove, which is basically the grove that is surrounding the Tower of High Sorcery, or the Soliofabalis, as it is named now, and it's full of olive trees. Heavily armored members kind of wrap yourselves in cloaks and pieces of clothing to reduce the sound of the travel in the streets, and you guys successfully snuck past the city watch that was on the wall. And typically, you know, the way it's situated on the map is you've got the tower and you've got the grove that surrounds it, and then there's the city wall, and you've got the folks on the city wall. They don't like to look at the tower because they think it's, you know, or at least the grove, because they think it's haunted, because the trees are typically moving and it looks like they're moving in the wind, but there's no wind. Anyway, so you were able to get into the Balakan Grove. A few folks failed their wisdom saves, but through some inspiration points, the party made it through. From there, you kind of came into a clearing, and there was like this spider web thin gate, and before the gate was a female sphinx guarding the entrance, a gyno sphinx. The sphinx kind of like scanned you all, and it looked like she was casting detect good or evil. And she asked a series of questions for you guys to gain entrance, which actually Garrus like aced, answered all the questions correctly, and you guys were able to gain entrance with no problem and not having to get run over by a CR, probably a CR9 monster. Okay, the party then came to the entrance of the tower, which was trapped with kind of a riddle message. Hey, sorry, my dog is barking.
Hey, stop that right now.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, my dog is very protective. Anyway, basically where I'm at is this is what it's called, the hubby cubby. It's in my main front living room because where I had an office, now my baby has a bedroom. So I moved here, and so the dogs like to look out the windows and they bark at anybody in the street. So anyway, you guys came to the front door to the tower. It was protected by what looked like kind of like a puzzle block, and there was a riddle there, and you had to figure out exactly what the right words that were missing, and you guys got it. So that was awesome, and another point for Garrus, which I'll show in the greatest hits area. Then the party came into a wide room with 17 pedestals. The former foyer, or the greeting area of the Tower of High Sorcery. At the far end were two statues carved in the likeness of armored knights, which had, the holy symbols of Paladin upon them. And curled around the leftmost statue was a coatl. Coatls are basically celestial snake lizard with wings things. And I actually greeted you cheerily. Upon each pedestal, which the pedestals ranged from 2 to 4 feet high, was a different item. I can go over those items later when it's pertinent. I'm not going to do it now. But you guys were investigating each pedestal, and you spoke with the Coatl, who was basically using mind powers to speak into your brains. Erevan, you took the time to mostly speak with the Coatl, and kind of allowed it to read your thoughts. And you kind of were trying to like talk to it to see if it would allow you to take sedition, the artifact you're looking for. But the Coatl said, I'm literally summoned here to guard these things, and if you take any of them, I will have to attack. So all you just grabbed the dark artifact sedition right off the crystal and you set off a trap. When Ari took a bunch of thunder damage as the trap was kind of went off. From there, a fight broke out. One of the statues animated, and the Coatl went on the attack. You guys were able to destroy one of the statues, but we were still going strong at the end of the session at the beginning of round 3. Garrus, you did grab sedition, as I mentioned. You put it in a pouch. You taunted the Coatl, and it went on the attack as to you, and we kind of left it there.
I did not grab sedition.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it was Erevan.
No, Erevan, you're right.
Yeah.
But before I grabbed it, I did ask that if it were destroyed, would it be dead or would it go to its home plane in the heavens? And it said that it would go back to the heavens.
Correct.
So I said, we're doing you a favor. Then I grabbed it.
You did, but you didn't know it was trapped. But to be fair, Ari looked for traps. He didn't find it. That you got to think about the traps in that room are probably blessed by the King Priest himself, so they're a little tougher.
Would imagine.
Okay, highlights of last session. MacGuffin had actually figured out his life quest, which he wanted to map the River of Time, which that's a very nebulous life quest, but he's going to have some plans on how he's going to do it. I think it's great. And we'll need to figure out how he's going to record it and map. I'm sure he's going to get one of those whiteboards and get strings, and it'll look like a conspiracy theory, and we can just no, nothing. Okay. Erevan, honestly, man, you really kind of deciding to get friendly with the Fae and kind of getting drunk and singing that song. That was some pretty neat roleplay that I haven't seen from you too often. So that's going to be a +1 inspiration point to you as well. Garrus, you kind of like really helped the party out by not only answering all the Sphinx's questions, but also getting the riddle tower entrance. So that's going to be +2 inspiration to you, sir.
+2?
+2.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get 2 inspiration. You were at 0. So
right.
Now you're at 2 again. So I'll go into that in the cleanup here. So like I said, we're in session 11, the city of Istar, and the 15th of Korg. The year is 15 PC, pre-cataclysm. The time is about, I think it's about 9 o'clock p.m. So one thing to remember as I was going through last session is we really need to pay attention to magic items. So you guys as a character can only be attuned to 3 magic items at the same time. So Ari, I think you're at your max because you have the helm, you've got that hat of disguise, and you've got the bag of holding. So just kind of keep that in mind.
I thought with attunement, you can only do 1 hat item at once. So you can't have the helm and the
you can't wear them at the same time, but I couldn't find any rules saying you can't be attuned to the same head item. Chuck, is there a rules lawyer here that can correct me?
I'm gonna say off the top of my head, I don't think there's anything that says you can't.
Okay.
Correct. Obviously, you can only wear so many items.
Yeah, I think at one point I put on the helm and then I put on the hat to see if that would both work, and I think you told me no. So
I don't think a bag of holding requires attunement, does it?
I think it does.
Oh, does it? Okay, never mind.
Pretty sure it does. Yes. My dog is starting to be weird.
So
Bag
no
of
worries.
holding?
I've got it here. Mentioned attunement.
Yeah, so like I'm just saying you're attuned to 3 items. You just can't wear both the hat and the mask at the same time, or the helmet or whatever. It's fine.
All right.
So
The problem is if you wanted to unattune, it takes an hour. So you have to attune yourself to take, So for now, I'm just saying you're at your max. If you get another magic items, you're going to have to deattune to something.
What's your third item, Weldon?
The bag of holding, the helmet of comprehend languages, and the hat of disguise.
Let's say the bag of holding something special. So that's not an attunement.
Oh, it's not? Okay,
No.
I thought you had to attune. Okay, then cancel. Then you're fine. You should be okay. Okay.
Wait a minute. Which one's not attuned then?
You have to attune to the hat. You have to attune to the helm. Apparently, the bag of holding you don't have to attune to.
Okay.
Which I thought you had to attune to a bag of holding.
I thought you had to.
Anyway, we don't have to.
Looking right at it.
Okay,
Right.
well, if you're looking right at it, it's fine. Then we'll just move forward. All right. So, one thing I do want to go over, everybody except for Zorion is wearing hats of disguise. I did record what you all look like. Ari, you are a blonde human child that is about 4 feet in height. Erevan, you are a human cleric with dark hair wearing the robes of Paladin. You're 5'5". Garrus, you are a human cleric of Kiri Jolith with the same medallion that you have. And it looks like you're from Ice Reach, so you're kind of like Viking-esque. And I believe you said that session that it was one of the priests of Kiri Jolith that you'd actually killed during the War of the Lance.
Right, yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
You're civic.
Yes, and you're 6'6", so you're a full foot short. McGuffin is looking like an adolescent human scholar with brown hair. He's 4'7". His hair is a shaggy dog. And then Tarn, you are actually a human knight of the Divine Hammer with blonde hair and a very well-trimmed beard, and you are popped up to 5'10" in height. So let's go through inspiration scores. Ari, you have 1 inspiration point. Erevan, you have 2. Garrus, you have 2. McGuffin has 2. Tarn has 2. Zorion, you have 1. All right. Have any loot lost or gained? Anything for follow-ups? So let's so we're gonna, while the fight in the main hall of the Solia Fabalis is kind of raging, we're just kind of step away from them, and we're gonna go back to Zorion and Tarn. So Travis, can you bring us over to the battle map, please? There we go. All right, so basically, if you could see that art, I mean, there's no really good art that I could find of the Tower of and the Great Temple in Istar. But I want to know that basically Zorion is leading you through the city, and while you're disguised, and you could see that the Great Temple is basically at the center of the Lord's City. It's a hexagonal marble wall surrounds a great structure with a 200-foot tall outer towers and a 600-foot tall central tower. The outer towers were connected to the central tower by 12 flying buttresses. Beneath the center tower was the grandest part of the temple, which is basically a basilica. And that basilica was made of frosted crystal that glowed with a white light. But during special occasions, they're able to make the light from that crystal basilica glow a different color. Right now, it's just white. Okay, as you guys are traveling towards the Great Temple, Zorion and Tarn, are you talking, discussing anything?
I feel like I'm ready to like accidentally get caught by bad priests again, and I feel like I need to like scan around and be like, which one of these guys is going to turn on me next?
Right.
I'm sizing him up, looking for any weakness in his armor.
Wait, what?
Wait.
I'm just like waving my hands around like, this is my beautiful church house. You look no touch.
So, William, something to remember that Ryan did 2 sessions ago is he did cast was it a suggestion?
No,
oh, my divine channel, yeah. Or did I command him afterwards? I forgot about that. Yeah.
You did both.
Oops. Yeah. Sorry about that, by the way.
All right. So anyway, discuss. Talk amongst yourselves. Anything? Nothing? You just stoically...
Is this the Great Temple?
This is the Great Temple.
Are you certain this is not like the latrine?
It could be, couldn't it? This is a grand place.
I don't know what to make of it. I thought it'd be bigger.
I don't know what to make of it. I thought it would be true.
Do they sublease the work? Is it like elven masons, stone masons? And I'm studying, kind of going closer to the marble, studying it.
No, I'm certain your kin must have had a hand in this at some point before my illustrious leader branded them heretical for being alive.
Must have been some apprentices.
Oh, I can't believe I have to take this. Must have been some apprentices, yes.
They must have failed too. You can tell by the chip mark there.
Indeed, it was so long ago. Who knows what possibly could have chipped it?
That explains why it's no longer here.
All right. That's awkward.
I know. I'm like, hang on.
All right. So, any you guys good? You gonna keep going, or is there?
I mean, he'll Tarn just be kind of grumbling some insights of. I mean, Tarn's not a stonemason at all, so he's pretty much a rookie in this.
Oh, I don't even know that. That's not cool. You could totally just juice me.
He's trained.
Well, if he's not a stone, I'm not a smithy or stonemason though. Trained, I'm trained in stone, like all dwarves are. But I'm a brewer, not a stonemason.
Those are the best ones, brewers.
As we get closer, be like Tarn, be like, that'd be a perfect spot for a cold ale stand over there.
But that's the statue of our martyred lady Esmeralda. Like, you can't put a cold beer stand there.
Sure. You charge the pilgrims a solid gold piece. Is that the currency now? By the way, gold again.
That is the currency. Yes, it's gold. Why? What is it going to be in the future?
Well, if I were you, I would stock up on some steel.
Steel.
I know, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? We agree on that one.
As he looks into the camera.
Meta. Okay. All right.
I didn't know Deadpool was in the party.
Or was he?
Are you wearing your brown pants? Okay. So you guys are ushered through multiple guard posts and checkpoints that are all manned by Knights of the Divine Hammer. But apparently, Tarn, you chose the correct guy because he's a captain and you're all getting salutes, basically. You enter...
Stormtrooper.
Move along.
Aim, though. Difference. All right, so you guys are ushered into a very beautiful hall. Let's wait for that to go through. There you go. Okay.
I see they wasted all their money on the inside.
As you go,
when you see it every day.
As you go into this beautiful hall, you're ushered into basically like a large audience chamber for the clergy, which are separated into different areas. Tarn, you're kind of put into the audience area. Zorion, you join your younger brethren over in its own little kind of this own little spot that they have for you, and you can see that there's literally 3 different sects of clergy, and we'll get into there. So I found this, set the mood. I found this 16th century art that I thought just kind of like really, to me, it like called of what this would look like from the king priest. It's silly, but whatever. So the meeting is called to order, and it's stodgy, to say the least. The elven emissary of Sylvanesti, Quarath, who is just this beanpole of an elf in white robes, opens the meeting, and but you could tell he's pretty charismatic. But his opening speech is half-truths, political quips that end in a push for benefits of slavery in Istar. He then turns it over to the different factions, and you see over on this beautiful golden throne is the king priest. And honestly, it's adorned with rubies, and it's really, really hard to take your eyes off of him. In fact, Zorion, I'm not going to make you roll, but Tarn, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw to make sure you're not enchanted. Not bad. So you're looking at him, and you have the feeling, because of just, you're just a grumpy dwarf, and dwarves are known to look through fake facades of magic. But you feel that he's prettier than what he would actually be. And perhaps there's some kind of charm or something coming off of him that's just making people want to pray in front of him.
It's 1,000 souls a day.
Right. Indulgences, fun things. So anyway, at the end of the opening speeches, before they get to the different factions, they call for a break. And this kind of allows for anyone to go use the privy and take a quick meal. All of this through the opening speeches and the different prayers and blessings that went through this, it ended up being 3 hours. So you guys, I will say, Tarn and Zorion, you have a short rest there if you need it, if there's anything that needs to happen on your sheets, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So after that short break goes, and following the speech, Quarath introduces Ulcra Mediciathanis, who is the emissary from Qualinesti. Tarn, you know who this is. This is supposed to be Pandora, who is masquerading as this elf. So she's leading a sect known as what's called the Traditionalists. She's a female elven priestess with auburn hair. She has very strange silver eyes that almost shine outwardly from her white robes. And she spends a good amount of time and reinforces the words of her patron. Her eyes lock upon you, Zorion, at the pulpit of the opposition. And then, Tarn, you feel her staring at you.
Oh, I stare back.
Okay.
Unflinching.
So she speaks for the better part of 2 hours. And it's almost like a filibuster. Like, she's just preaching about how the Holy Church of Istar can only gain the benefits from slavery, and it will strengthen the foundations of the church, and it will punish the evil, and we'll be able to utilize these slaves in different ways and bolster the military, and it'll make Istar the most shining gem in all of Kryn. Those types of things. So when she's getting ready to end her speech, Zorion or Tarn, do you have any type of reactions or anything that you would have wanted to do in this crowded assembly?
Yeah, what is the polite Istarian boo?
You tell me. You're the priest.
this a British parliamentarian thing? Or are we just standing up going, ah?
So you founded this little sect of priests. So you tell me, like, basically all of the folks that are gathered around you are they're all human. They're all young priests. There are a couple of old codgers who look like they've just had too much of the institution.
What is up, my fellow youths?
A couple half elves, but for the most part, you're humans. Okay. So she finishes her speech. So you tell me what you're doing. You're going to have a time to talk. So typically, from the precedent set, she finishes her speech. You guys are going to take another hour break, and then we're going to you, William.
Yeah. There's gonna be. I imagine that amongst my voting block, I could drum up the semi-polite parliamentarian boo.
Okay, so explain that.
Like, I don't know how many of them. I don't know how many of us there are, but I think that there should be some kind of.
A quarter of the clergy are behind you.
Okay, I think there should be some kind of orderly, like, I don't know, tapping of the heel to indicate that, like, you'd rather not listen to what somebody is going to say. So you have, like, I don't know, 50 priests just like hammering their right foot down on the floor to drown out the opposition. And there's nothing anybody can do about it because the floor prohibits you to speak while other people are speaking. There you go.
So it's more like closer to 100 priests, actually.
Okay,
and then
well, all right then.
All of a sudden it's
yeah.
And so she ends up stopping her speech. And then you see the king priest like scowls at your whole retinue. He raises his hand. Korath comes in. He's like, that signals for the hour-long break. All right, you guys, you got an hour to do anything that you want to do. So Tarn or Zorion, you let me know.
Yeah, so can I find Tarn in the crowd?
Of course. So it's an hour to go use the privy and come back.
Yeah.
Do whatever. Yeah. People are getting up, stretching. Other people were sleeping in their chairs. You know how this goes. That's
what I imagine. I imagine that I'm going to have to confer with my delegation, but at some point I need to find Tarn in the crowd.
All right. So give me a perception check.
All right. Let's see. All right, and then I add.
You should be able to just roll off your character sheet where it says the perception.
Oh,
you just click it.
Can one do that?
Yes, one can.
All right, let me see.
All right.
It says perception, and I just roll it.
You click it. Yeah, there you go. 13. Yeah, you find out. So you know that he's a dwarf that's looking like a blonde Gestapo guy. In armor? No, I'm not
Gestapo.
That's not nice. That's not nice. Okay. So yeah,
I'm learning all kinds of things now.
Of course. No, Roll20 is an interesting program. So
cool. Okay, so I'm gonna find Tarn in the crowd. Oh, do we have like an agreed upon name, or do you think that it's not really all that? I shouldn't really worry about anybody going, did you just call that dude Tarn?
It's up to y'all.
What do you think, Chuck?
Oh, you just call me.
Do you have a fake name? Do you have a fake name?
You just call me Mouse or something.
Like, you, ho there, anything. Listen.
You call me Captain.
Captain, that's true. I'm just gonna lean in. I'm gonna lean in, you know, like what do you call it? Just to create the air of a private conversation and hope that our rank makes people understand that they don't get to stand too close to us. And I'm gonna lean into him just slightly and put one hand on his shoulder and say, Captain, how many of these parliamentary proceedings have you been to before?
Well, counting today, 1. It doesn't look like it's going well, though.
It's not. But I need you to try
You do know that's Pandora there, right?
No, wait, who?
So
Pandora.
they did dump that they were looking for a crazy sorceress, and you had mentioned it's been a couple months. So
Well, there was a Kender saying it, so could have totally ignored it.
all right, John, go ahead. Yeah. It might be worth repeating. Sorry, I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh, Pandora, the sorceress, time traveler.
In the king priest presence.
Yes.
Oh, this could be bad.
It seems like she's in cahoots with the king priest.
I just need you to keep your hand in your pocket.
What's in my pocket?
Restraint. I can make a few guards go away, but I can't forgive violence in the presence of His Holiness, and I cannot save
Oh,
him.
I haven't killed anybody yet.
That's the dwarfiest thing I heard. That's great.
That's true. I would hate for you to begin that streak in this room.
These things would be a lot better if he stored refreshments. A cold ale stand again. They'd
So
be making
there's a
money.
canteen like outside of they have some simple foods available.
Yeah,
and
simple
wine,
foods.
but not any type of ale.
I have to hold it together while I think about some blasphemous dwarf knocking over the statue of our martyred Lady Esmeralda to put up a cold beer stand.
So now we're gonna have to write that up on the Nexus as something. Well, whoever that would be in Istar, we're gonna have to figure that one out. All right, good.
I know you're worried about that statue, but you do realize a giant mountain hits it, right?
Wait, what?
Never mind. Forget that again.
No.
So Ari did mention that, but it was in like this garbled diarrhea of language and.
Right. I'm like, and then a mountain falls on the holy city, and I'm like, Tosh, this is a Kender. What is he? This day gets worse and worse. There's shape-shifted sorcerers in league with His Holiness.
No worse than a black robe wizard, right?
And
I hope you get.
And a seemingly violent dwarf.
I hope you get your A game plan for your response, because saying she's wrong isn't going to be very good.
I am a little worried about that, frankly.
I don't know if you lead with time traveling sorceress either. I mean, that might be playing a big card.
I think we have to keep that one close to our vest.
Maybe mention she's got weird eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure that will sway the electorate.
Okay.
Just restrain yourself, my friends.
Oh, I'm restraining myself. I might order a few of these men around just for fun.
Oh my.
I never liked divine hammers. You go to. Have a blast.
So have the squires doing push-ups.
Just walk over. I think you're in my seat.
No, I'm like, as a person and as a character, I'm totally okay with you doing that. That makes me very happy.
All right, folks. So, anything else you're doing during the hour? I'm guessing you'll get some simple food, which are, it's mostly like bread and honey and
Sardines.
Yeah, like Roman fare, probably. Like
Sure.
Is there any meat? No.
Yeah. There is some meats. It's like treated.
No, I meant meat.
Gabagool.
Meat.
Unfortunately, you find yourself in the holy city on a Friday. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Man, I like fish as much as the next dwarf. I mean, perfect.
Which is not at all.
Yeah, that's right. It's Fridays. We sacrifice our meat for Paladin, right? So yeah, it's all fish. It's all fish.
Shit, we gotta go get a fillet of fish. It's Paladin Day.
From McDonald's. All right. Okay. Jokes aside, I'm getting off track here.
Sorry.
You're kendering me. All right.
Oh.
So either Tarn or Zorion, is there anything during that hour other than maybe getting some refreshments and using the privy?
No, I also feel like I have to caution my voting block as far as outbursts and things of that nature. That's not good.
Well, that was the biggest outburst that was probably ever seen in Beldenus' presence.
Yeah, I'm
not happy.
I'm rethinking it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to find Pandora. Just keep an eye on her.
Sure. So I guess roll me a perception check.
I mean, I guess I was going to try to find Pandora.
No, it's okay. I mean, so. Just roll me a perception.
I'm getting there. I'm buying time.
Clap if you believe.
Yes, you see her, and she is literally just speaking. She's on the dais next to the King Priest's throne, and she's over there speaking with Karat. And they just look to be in deep conversation.
Is the King Priest still there?
The King Priest is not there.
And that's on the floor, right? Because I'm not going down to the floor.
No, you're on the floor. She's up on the throne area, over in like the little, where the attendants for the King Priests are.
I'll move over that way. Try to get somewhat close enough if I can pick up any pieces of conversation.
Okay. So you move closer. We're still, obviously, it's still just a couple minutes before they're going to start the assembly again. How close are you trying to get?
I mean, close enough I can hear them.
So within 15 or 10 feet? Is that what?
Yeah, I mean, just walking around with my wine in one hand and my meat platter in the other hand.
Yeah, and so like some priests kind of give you the evil eye as you're moving towards closer to that area, but they don't say anything to you because obviously your rank. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Dude, you were just rolling crazy.
Tarn's got good ears on today.
Yeah, he does. So Karath and Pandora, or as she is known, Polkra, that's right, are speaking, and you can catch everything that they're saying, and then they think that even though they're talking, that the opposition is going to raise their votes against and make probably a big show, but they think they've got it on lockdown, and slavery could start as early as in 48 hours. And the plans are already in motion to set everything up. Like, this seems to be more of a courtesy than an actual vote. Another thing is, you heard her in passing ask cryptically about the Solio Fabalis, but as she does that, she looks up at you. She looks up from the conversation, sees you, and then kind of like gives you the squint eyes and is quiet. And then Borat, the other elf, looks at you, gives you a dirty look, looks you up and down, and basically says, "Captain, may I ask your business, sir?"
I apologize. I was seeing if you needed refreshments.
Ah, yes. Both of us will take 2 glasses of wine, please.
Of course, right away.
All right. Do you go get the wine?
I do, but I try to seek out William's character as I'm getting the wine.
Okay. Yeah, you find him. You find him easily. He's up amongst his own, some of the other priests, and they're all kind of like conferring.
And I just
All of our surreptitious meetings.
Grumble grumbles.
I whisper to Williams, as Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
I whisper to Ryan. Koras says it's on lockdown. You're just for show.
Oh, listen, the pellet with the poison, and the vessel with the pestle. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
And I'll go fetch those 2 wine glasses and bring them back.
Okay. So that happens. All right. Is there anything else? And I think we'll just kind of get to the crux of this so we can get back. I know we've been going almost an hour without checking in with our other players, so we're going to push. You guys good?
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. As the quorum begins again, all of the priests go to their selected area. Some of the younger, I guess, acolytes kind of ring some bells and these bells are like, they almost sound like crystal and clear, and it's a melodic to bring the point of order. The king priest is back on his throne. He raises his scepter, silences all, points to the opposition, which is basically, he's pointing right at you, Ryan. He says no words. And he just points his finger, puts it down, and gestures for you to speak. Behind you, all of the young clergy, which range from not just Paladin, but Shackle, Curie Jolith. You actually have a few clerics of Rakala there too. Like it's just a motley assortment of clerics. The gathered priests of your faction all look to you. So now, the floor is yours, Ryan. Do you have any words in the defense against slavery? And go ahead and say your words. And at the end of that, depending on what you say, I want you to make a persuasion check, and then I will give you any potential bonuses for your elocutions.
All right. So let's see. Okay, so Zorion is going to like straighten that fancy meeting mantle that everybody has to wear, and put my stole on, and he's gonna take the floor and just sweep the crowd, and I know that he knows that this is a foregone conclusion. And so what we have to do is just the right thing in the right place at the right time and let history rest. So I'm going to cast thaumaturgy on my voice.
You probably would have done that before, and that's fine.
Right. It lasts a minute, so it's just like it's my turn to go out there. I'm just going to do a quick whirl and step out onto the floor. And he's going to address the electorate in the name of Paladin, and remind the people assembled that the qualities championed by all of the gods of light, but especially ours, the greatest among them is charity and redemption. And the slavery of intelligent races is not charity. And to put shackles on thinking minds and feeling hearts is not redemptive. And I think that he would acknowledge the fact that he's joined by a bevy of representatives of all the various gods of light, who believe their deities are in agreement. And and of course he would mention something, and this is the bane of goodness, and this is a blemish on the face of the platinum dragon, and it should not stand.
So after your final words, all of the priests behind you start doing that stomp thing again.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make me a persuasion check and add me a +5.
Okay. So
Holy crap! Well, you're older than that.
I haven't.
20.
Oh, did I? I haven't added 5 to anything yet.
No, it's a 28. So there is a.
That's it. They canceled the whole thing.
So there is a bevy.
Cataclysm avoided.
Right. No.
You changed Pandora's mind.
Somewhere Astonis is cocking an eyebrow while he writes my name. That's what.
So what I haven't mentioned thus far is there is another faction. They're not the traditionalists, and they're not Zorian's heretics, which is not really what you guys are called. I don't even know what you've ever named.
What is up, my fellow youths?
So there's a whole other sect of folks that are just unaligned. They're just priests who have not chosen a side. And many of them look over to you and they start stomping with the rest of your priests. And so this really, you see the traditionalists grumble and they start yelling and they start slinging insults. And the king priest raises his scepter and everyone gets quiet. And then all of a sudden, as that is happening, out of nowhere, there's a strange bell that audibly rings throughout the hall.
Oh, God.
The elf Korath rushes to Beldenus' side, and he quickly ushers them out. Chuck or Zorian, you guys can go ahead and give me Arcana checks.
Let me see if I have it. I'll do it, but it won't be great. Let's see.
Of course. Chuck, that's an alarm spell that just went off.
I can't stand up, look around.
So it's been a few hours. And anyway, when the king priest leaves with Korath and the whole retinue busts out, Pandora follows them. And the remaining priests go to like kind of gossip and confusion. No one is angry at each other. So, I mean, some of the traditionalists are, but the confusion and the gossip that is occurring because the Belden has just left, and everyone knows, most of the priests here know that was something is wrong. That was an alarm spell that went off. Everyone here is mostly trained in the clerical arts, and so everyone is just kind of like, "What's going on? What happened? Why would the king? Da 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 da." Okay, Zorian and Tarn, what are you guys doing?
So I'm not aware of what it is. It's just very strange and it's caused people alarm, right?
So one of the priests around you, you hear them say, an alarm spell just went off. And it was nothing that we know of.
Okay. I need to find Tarn in the crowd. Like, I'm going to push through the crowd and look for him.
No, you find him. That's fine.
Yeah, since all is chaos.
I'm gathering a few people to go with me.
Yeah, I'm on the away mission.
I'm going to be sending them away from everywhere we're heading to.
You get down to the stables immediately.
It sounds like it's from the main gate. Why don't you head out that way? Reinforce them. It's probably an attack from those stinking dwarves.
Nice.
Okay. So obviously they go bustle off wherever. And they're not going to question your orders, so that's fine. but Zorian and Tarn, as soon as you guys are close to one another, you hear a voice in your heads. And this is a voice you've never heard before. And it almost sounds robotic. Your friends are struggling to defeat the King Priest Guardians. Do you wish to assist them? Give me wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
Both of you.
Let's see. Here we go. Oh my gosh.
All right. So, what is the answer to the strange voice in your head? And I would think that both the dwarf and the human are looking at each other like,
All right, I would just say, who am I killing?
all right, this is Ryan.
I certainly don't want to be here after this. Send me.
All right, you guys both disappear in flashes of blue light. Now we go back. Let's do the back over. All right.
It's the best birthday party ever.
Right. So, Travis, can you move the map a little bit to reflect the battlefield? If you're there, Travis. Because right now it's a big, there you go. Scroll down and then scroll in. Keep scrolling in. Just a little bit more, if you don't mind. There you go. Now scroll down. Yep. No, you had it. Then just scroll down. Perfect. Okay. We are back into the fight at the beginning of round 3. And it is MacGuffin's turn. So, Chuck, if you don't mind playing for MacGuffin.
Yeah.
So basically what's going on here is Garrus had just destroyed a statue over here. And there's a coatl that was insulted by Ari, and it's on the attack towards Ari.
All right, let's gotta find MacGuffin's character sheet. There it is.
So between the bear and Garrus, they were able to defeat the the statue. There is another statue over here, but it has not animated.
And I hope it doesn't.
All right. Well, let's see here. So, second here. I'm just looking through the character sheet here.
No, you're
Wasn't
okay.
expecting to go right away.
Sorry, I should have given you warning. And just so you remember, Erevan, at the end of that last session, you had changed your initiative to below the coatl.
Okay.
All right. So what are these things here?
These are all pedestals.
Okay.
They have things upon them except for this one over here, which is where Erevan had taken sedition. So right now, the only enemy is the coatl over down here.
All right. So MacGuffin here, he will. What does this do? No, not that. Is everybody looking pretty good? Is anybody hurt?
Actually, I believe MacGuffin had taken some damage.
All right.
So everybody's hurt. So.
I'm less than half, but
I think I'm okay, right? I was just.
Oh, that's right. It was MacGuffin that took the most of that damage.
Yeah, MacGuffin took the most, and he is like 15 hit points.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. I will pull out his Gobber Stopper gun, change the setting to Liquid Heal, some Bacta gel, squirt that on some of my wounds.
Nice. All right.
And recover. Oh, hold on here. Some odd reason just popped me to the top of the screen. So 9.
Yep.
All right. And the bear gets the act 2.
He does.
So the bear will waddle this way. And he will give the help action to Ari.
Okay. Cool. Next is the coatl. The coatl is going to attack Ari because Ari made him mad. He can't attack anybody else anyway. right, does an 18 hit you? I believe it does.
DC 18.
Okay. All right, you're gonna take. Hang on. So go ahead and let's see how much damage it does. Sorry. So you take 7 damage, and I need for you to give me a Constitution saving throw for its poison.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
Ari, you pass out.
Oh.
You are unconscious. But you guys had made enough, I believe, your Arcana checks on Coatls to know that he could be woken up by vigorous shaking. The poison is more like just it's non-lethal. You know, he's a lawful good celestial. All right, but you are down and out until someone does that. All right, Erevan, your turn. Oh,
right.
wait. Sorry. So Erevan, something
Yes.
interesting. You feel your patron's energy flow through you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Oh,
All right, so you glow blue, and then all of a sudden, Tarn and Zorion show up right next to you. And then as soon as that happens, you pass out.
Nice.
Failed your con save, I'm sorry.
So am I at 0 hit points or am I just unconscious?
You're just unconscious. That doesn't
Okay.
mean you can't be brought back up. Just for now, you passed out. All I need to do is get those guys. Hang on a second. We could bring you out onto the. Actually, you guys can move your tokens onto the field if you don't mind.
Already did.
You did? All right. Well, let me get Zorion.
Yeah, I already updated the hit points.
Zorion, you're right here.
I see me.
Just stick her over here. There you go. Just do something
There
real
I
quick
am.
so I can see your things.
oh.
Go ahead and roll your initiatives, please.
All
So
right,
get
let's
you
see.
added.
We're gonna come down here and click on the character sheet.
All right. Did you add your initiatives into the tracker? Tarn did. But I don't think
I rolled it and it tells me that it's not going to do it.
You didn't have your token selected.
How do we do that?
Just click on your token and re-roll it. And then I can just change it into turn order quick.
All right, let's see. So we're going to click on our token and then re-roll it. Still doing it.
So I'll add him in manually.
Yeah, just right click on him.
Sorry.
Okay.
So 13.
Hang on a second. Descending. All right. Iravon is passed out. So as soon as that happens, and we'll do that later. So Ari, you are passed out as well. We're going to skip you. Tarn, it's your turn. Hang on, let me.
Do I need to hurt someone?
So give me a perception check. Actually, both you and Zarian can both make perceptions. That's fine. It doesn't count against anything.
All right, let's see.
Okay. So you guys are in a large, well-lit chamber with a beautiful white marble floor. Spaced around the room are raised pedestals with all manner of items upon them. Along the wall, you see 4 closed doors. To the north is a door flanked by one statue, carved in the likeness of an armored knight with a silver triangle upon the breastplate. And then over attacking Ari, who is now passed out, and next to you, Erevan is passed out. And then there's the bear. There is a koala.
Mm.
So that is where you're at. That is what's going on.
All right.
Yeah, you do see our Erevan passed out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm gonna rush down here. If I see the quaddle,
Mm-hmm.
I will make attack with my battle axe.
Okay.
So 10, I'm gonna guess misses.
10 is going to miss, yes.
I'm gonna use my hand axe +1 on my offhand.
Okay. That'll miss too.
Apparently, I didn't show up to fight.
Well, you know that this is a servant
Managed
of
to
the good
roll
God.
2 3s in a row. That's Tarn's turn.
Garrus.
All right. Can I stand in this square? Right, just
yeah.
north of the quaddle?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right, because that makes 6.
Yeah, you're not on the pedestal, but I get it.
Well, hold on. How big are these squares?
They're 5 feet.
Okay.
And Zarian, I skipped you, so we're going to go back to you after Garrus is done. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I come rushing and yelling and screaming and basically say, "You should have sharpened your axes, dwarf." And take a swing with my great sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Yes, you guys are not doing great.
Oh no!
Great tonight.
We are all doing great tonight. It's fantastic.
All right, Zarian, let's. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep
Oh
going.
no, I'm just seeing if I can. Probably, I'm just going to use a. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind.
What can't you do?
I didn't use the dash action, so I can't do my hammering horns thing.
Okay.
So, I think that will end my turn.
Okay, Zarian, we're going to go back to you. You have
Okay.
So you do have a passed out elf at your feet.
Oh, okay. So he's out.
He's passed out. Yeah.
All right, and then this guy right here.
That's just a statue for right now.
Okay, it's not like menacing the elf or threatening
Not
him.
at the moment.
He said for right now.
For right now. Yeah, you guys sound like you've got that quaddle. You guys sound like you've got that quaddle locked up. I am going to. So he's passed out at my feet. I don't know that he's harmed or not. I just got here and he's on the ground.
So he does have some light wounds on him.
Okay, that's good. In that case, that's not good. I'm sorry. You know what I mean. Let's see. Let's cast Cure Wounds. On the elf. And I'm going to use a 2nd level slot.
Okay.
So that is going to be...
I know it's funky to try and get used to this.
Okay. So That gets 8. That's going to give him. That was terrible. That's going to give him 8 hit points back.
Okay, so Erevan, you do wake up. You'll heal. You wake up. I am going to say that all of your second level spell slots are gone
Oof.
because you failed your Constitution save and your patron kind of acted through you.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. You have no second level spell slots, and we're moving forward. All right. So we'll get there. We're going to go to the top of round 4. It's MacGuffin's turn.
Well, MacGuffin. Well, the bear once again will give me the help action.
Okay.
MacGuffin himself, he'll move 1, 2, 3 over to here, and he will cast. Apparently nothing. He's out of spell slots. Yeah.
He did. He had a long rest before the battle.
It says I had one and I just used it, I guess. So he'll take out his light crossbow.
He's got 0 levels.
What's that?
The cantrips?
It's just got Acid Splash listed.
Okay.
We'll do the light crossbow. We'll take a shot with it. 24.
24 will hit.
For 9 points.
Wow.
That's
so is that weapon magical?
No.
So he'll take half. So he'll take 4 points.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. All right. Zorion, it is your turn again.
It's my turn again. Okay.
Yeah. You do see the elf open his eyes in confusion.
So yeah. On your feet, elf. The game's afoot, apparently. And let's see. So this statue is for now just a statue.
Correct.
And I've got Ari down there passed out. So
yes, Ari is all the way at the edge, passed out.
5.
I say yes, I know. I started the game.
15, 20, 25. I'm going to come
over there if you wanted to.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to. Well, actually, healing word is a bonus action, isn't it?
True.
It is. So I'm going to get to here. And then I'm going to use healing word on Ari since I can hit him from a distance.
Okay.
So we're going to roll. And so Ari will get 7 hit points back.
Ari, you wake up.
All right.
So on your initiative, you'll be able to get up.
Do what I can for my friends.
All right. It is the Coatle's turn. Coatle. All right. Let's do Coatle. You're going to attack the Minotaur.
The bear will use a deflect action to give the Quaddle a disadvantage on the roll.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I got to roll twice then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 15 is not going to hit.
Oh.
All right.
But we took the 26 out of the system.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Thanks.
All right, Erevan, your turn. You're muted, John.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Erevan is going to move. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a Eldritch Blast towards the Coatl.
Okay.
So I hold up my crystal, my arcane focus, and I just hold it forward and speak the command word to hopefully hit this thing.
What's the save I gotta make?
It's a attack roll.
Oh, got it. The attack roll is a 19, and that hits.
That hits. Awesome. All right. So this is going to be force damage.
Okay. Very well. No save, right?
Nope.
So Erevan is able to shoot his Eldritch Blast, and it hits it square. You just, it's struck, and it hisses at you. So 8 damage. Got it. You're pecking away.
Sorry. But it must be done.
All right. So this statue animates.
Oh,
And
Glad I moved away.
Chunk, chunk, chunk. Yeah. Chunk, chunk. Actually, we go like that. All right. So the statue is going to attack you, Mr. Elf. Give me a minute.
oh no! I was worried this was going to happen.
Yeah, it happened.
No.
Where are you, sir?
Shoot.
There we are. Okay. All right. So let's do that. Thinking an 11 misses you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All day.
That's all day, every day. Ari, your turn, sir.
all right. I'm assuming if I was knocked unconscious, I was prone.
Correct. You were prone.
So let me get myself back up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Guess since I'm doing that, I can't really move out of the way. I'll basically do a sneak attack on the puddle.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Stuff with my rapier.
Do it.
So,
Woo!
Oh,
That's a hit,
can I
sir.
make it? All right. Sneak
Are
attack
you
then?
kidding? Yeah, no, you made it. So is your rapier magical?
No.
Okay, so he has resistance. So 13 the sneak attack can't be resisted, right? It's only so he'll take 10 total damage.
All right.
Still a good hit. Okay, turn.
All right. Well, I am going to cast Green Flame Blade as a cantrip.
What's that do?
Allows me to make an attack roll with my weapon basically on fire,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and does extra damage if it hits. So I have to take the attack action with the spell.
Okay.
Does it make your
And I
weapon
have
magical?
what's that?
I said, does it make your
makes
weapon?
it makes it a fire attack now.
Oh, okay.
And I have to change
17 is
it.
actually going to miss.
Well, I have advantage because I have the bear helping me
Oh, you do. So, 23 will.
for 19 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. It that was a big hit. So you're able to just like slash it right up its body, and you actually split it open, and it's a sad thing to see a celestial hiss in pain and bleed, because it's actually weeping.
I hate
Sorry.
We're
not gonna make
doing this
easy
to
on
help
you,
you. Stop moving around.
We're
And-
Send you
killing
back
you to send you
home.
home.
Shut up.
And I'm gonna follow that up with my hand axe +1
Yeah,
on
of
my
course you are.
offhand.
Of course you are.
So that's gonna be a miss.
Yeah.
The second roll didn't matter because I only get advantage on the first one.
Got it.
It was just a sticky finger.
All right, Garrus, bring us back.
Here we go.
So after your turn, we're gonna go ahead and take our break.
All right. Great sword +1. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna spend an inspiration and try that again because
Do it.
good lord.
Oh my god.
Never
Dude, you've got
mind.
terrible luck today.
I'm telling you. I don't know. Last game the dice loved me, so I don't know. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay. All right, sir. We're gonna go to round 5, but we're gonna stop here. We're gonna take 5 or 10 minutes to just go and use our restrooms and take a minute. Travis, if you can take us to break, please. We're good, yeah?
Looks like it.
ladies and gentlemen. Just want to say thank you again for spending your Saturday evening with us. We are on round 5 of this fight in the Solio Fabalis, or the Tower of High Sorcery in Issar, which is now just a sad museum for evil artifacts put here by the King Priest and his guardians. We're going to go ahead and open this round with MacGuffin, who is being played by Chuck right now because Trampus is unavailable. Chuck, get us going, sir.
MacGuffin
an animated
is,
armor just popped in to say
MacGuffin's dropping his crossbow and he's going to throw some acid on him.
Okay.
So it's a dex save.
Dex save. Okay, give me 1 second. Get my guy here. Dex save of 15 on the dot.
Yep. So I'll just tell him that's a bit of polish there. You just work it into your armor and it'll make it much more shiny.
So he takes none or he takes half?
He takes none.
Okay, so the animated armor somehow just dodges. All right, the bear. The bear.
The bear is going to give a turn to help action again.
Okay. Wow, Tarn help action. Seems a little one-sided, but that's all right.
Well, the bear's right next to Tarn.
All right, so Ryan, it's your turn, sir.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to present my holy symbol and use a 2nd level spell slot and call forth a spiritual weapon.
Oh.
And as it has a range of 60 feet, I would like to put it in that square to harass the animated armor.
Do you want me to draw something there?
I'm not sure. We need a dot or something like that.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw it straight. You said which square again? Can you put that?
Yeah, I want it right there north. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there it is. No problem.
Taste my squiggly line. Have at you.
Do you get to make an attack this turn?
Yes, I do.
All right, roll that attack.
Right, that's a spell attack.
It is a spell attack.
So we're gonna where's my core sheet here? Okay. And I have that down, so I'm just gonna click on it.
You should click on it.
Yes, it works.
All right. A 17 will actually miss the armor.
Oh well.
Hi.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you're one off.
Pay attention to the squiggly line.
Right. All right. Cool.
My best Arnold Schwarzenegger. To hell with you.
I eat Marines for breakfast and I'm very hungry.
Then I use a squiggly line.
That was from Commando, if anyone.
Yeah.
That terrible, great 80s movie. All right. The Coatl doesn't like what a dwarf did to him, so he's going to attempt to constrict the dwarf. Not on that roll. Never mind. Good Lord.
The dwarf hasn't showered for a while. Just raises his armpit.
All right, so the Coatl attempts to lash its tail around you. Nothing works. Bitch, she's surrounded too. This is not good. All right.
I really don't want to hit that thing. It's a good guy.
It is so I'm not even going to make you roll. You know what a Coatl is. You know it's a servant of Paladin. You actually knew that it was you weren't sure about the Guardians, but you had heard rumors. Anyway, Erevan, your turn.
All right. So I don't catch MacGuffin. I am going to... Can I move there?
Where?
From here to there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I don't know if I can squeeze between
You
the
can squeeze. That's fine.
puzzle.
Yeah,
All right.
no, that's okay.
And then I'm gonna do a word of radiance, which was a gift from my patron. So the animated armor needs to make a Constitution save as a burst of radiant energy erupts in a 5-foot area all around me.
Okay. That doesn't affect your allies, right?
No, it does. That's why I moved.
Oh, got it. You said Constitution save?
Yeah.
Look out, squiggly line.
Woo!
Oh, yep, that's fine. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep,
Jesus.
that's that.
Oh no.
So I really poorly on the big bad and really great on the minion. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Oh, sorry. Did you have anything else you wanted to do?
I will. So that was an action. As a bonus action, I am going to cast Magic Stone just in case I can use that in the future.
Sure. All right. So you have
And then
some magical pebbles in your hand now. All right. So you're going to get some slam attacks. Slam attack on you, slam attack on MacGuffin. So first is Erebon.
Slam. Da, da, da.
Does 16 hit you?
A 16 does. I've got a 15 armor class.
Okay.
My major
Let me make the next attack on MacGuffin first. That will miss. Let me do the damage here. Let me roll the damage. Weird.
While you're looking for that, I just want to say hello to Megan, our new Nexus Canticle co-host is watching.
Yeah. If you're watching, welcome. Thanks for watching. All right, 4 damage to you, sir.
All right.
All right, Ari. It's your turn.
He's muted.
Are you thinking? Ari, you're muted, sir. Weldon, you're muted. I know you're talking. You're muted. You're muted.
I am muted.
Now you're good.
Now I'm good. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, that's a mute button, not a status button. Ah. Okay. I'm still wondering if I want to pull off away, take a opportunity hit, and then I can't taunt them again, can I? Yeah.
Well, you
I already
passed
taunted
out,
him
so it
once.
ended the taunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't taunt him again.
All right. I'll do a sneak attack again.
Gee golly.
Yeah, gee golly. Here we go.
That's a miss.
That's a miss? All right.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Turn.
I will take another attack. I will cast Green Flame Blade again. And I'll have the bear's help for advantage. And 24 for 19.
Good Lord, sir. Yeah.
Green Flame Blade, that's a beast.
Well, that's max damage.
That is max damage. All right, so you slashed it again, and it's another terrible wound along the side, and it's just bleeding out. It's hissing at you.
Flee, you fool!
And you hear in your mind, you hear it say, "I can't.
Stop attacking us."
By order of the King Priest."
He takes a mountain to his head.
Soon. Be about 15 years, sir. Okay, is that all you got, turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So, Garrus.
All right, here we go again.
Let's do it.
Great sword.
Hey!
Oh, we
There
did
you
it.
go.
Finally.
Boom for
Oof.
11.
That's still.
It's about time you did something.
I know, right? I'm also going to I'm just going to do my menacing attack.
All right, so he needs a wisdom save.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, I guess not.
I don't think so, Tim.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to.
I
Wow, that's a deep cut.
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s.
Let's see.
Friends.
Oh, let's look at this. If I rolled a 2 on one of my damage dice, and I always forget about my great weapon fighting style, so I get to re-roll that 2.
Do it.
So yeah, it's what was it? 2d6. So 1d6. So make it 12 points of damage.
Okay, so one more point of damage.
Yeah.
Got it. And then every little bit counts. All right. Round 7, MacGuffin. MacGuffin. That's you, Chuck.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
We were just waiting for
Seeing your
Trampus to
moment.
do something.
All right. Well, what I've got left, he'll do another acid splash on him.
On the. Okay, got it.
DC 15 dex save.
That's a fail.
So 4 points of
4
acid
points.
damage. The bear will assist the Minotaur this time. He'll help the Minotaur's attack.
All right. So Ryan, your turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame cantrip at the armor.
Okay.
So that is that's a DC 15 dexterity save.
Whoops.
Oh.
This armor just doesn't. He's like really fast. He's like doing matrix moves in slow mo against all your spells. So
Right.
weird.
That's no damage. So as a bonus action, I'll direct the spiritual weapon to strike the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Didn't do it.
No.
All right. The Coatl doesn't like what's going on here. He's gonna go and do the disengage action, which I believe is only the first, right?
You disengage from everybody.
Yeah. So he flies over here to lick his wounds. Erevan. You're muted, John.
All right. Erevan, since this guy's right still in his face, I'm going to draw my +1 dagger and attack the animated armor.
Okay. That's a hit.
Nice.
Wow. How much damage? There you go. Wow.
Max damage. Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, so it's kind of distracted by the spiritual weapon, the gnome, and myself. So it's kind of get in underneath and stab under its arm.
Mm-hmm. All right, statue's turn. Same attacks. Slam on Erevan, which misses. Slam on the gnome, which might hit. Does that hit? MacGuffin?
Uh,
I think it's
17.
17.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Minimum damage, 3. 3 just nicks.
Ooh.
Good lord. All right,
MacGuffin,
Ari.
MacGuffin now starts to explain to the animated armor the damage property here and how if you were to hit them at a 45-degree angle instead of a 30, that would have rendered flesh.
Okay. Ari, your turn.
My turn again? Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can.
The Coatl flew away.
Is he like above the ground? Or is
No, I mean like he is flying, but he's in that square within reach.
I think I laid down my crossbow.
You can always pick it back up wherever you laid it down. I don't know where you laid it down.
Yeah, but I think I dropped it right where the gun is right now, so I have to grab it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
William, you're tapping.
Oh, sorry. I do. Yeah. Mhm.
It's okay.
I'm learning.
It's all right. Ari.
Okay, go over there, pick up my my crossbow, and can I make my attack action now?
Yes. That's fine.
Oh, damn it!
Not on that one.
Not to help my
Well.
friends. I'm gonna see if I can go one more, and I'm gonna sneak attack that guy. How dare you attack my friends? Again with
If you're using a crossbow at close range, you will have disadvantage.
No, I'm basically picking up the crossbow, but I'm using
Okay.
the piercing rapier to keep going. And what's the statue's initiative?
So,
Two.
it went before you, but you attacked with your rapier, not your crossbow.
Yeah, I attacked with my rapier.
Oh, okay. So that missed, but he's going before you in the initiative.
Oh, if he's going before me, then
He's on a
okay,
12.
never mind.
You're at 11.
Well, no, I was thinking with my assassinate skill, I get advantage on a creature that hasn't moved yet, but it's already moved. So,
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
Turn.
I see my friends are in danger, so I will come over here.
Right on top of me.
You're on top.
I'll tuck down below.
Where are you?
You're in the same space as. Yeah.
I don't see anybody there.
What are you talking about? It's right here.
Ari's up here, on top of MacGuffin.
No.
He has a mic screen.
Oh.
No, he's right there. That's where he was. That's where you were.
All right. Well, I'll just 1, 2 go around him.
That's fine. You can move through. It's okay.
No, I mean, then things get complicated.
Okay.
I'll cast Green Flame Blade again.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's gonna be a regular attack this time. Since the bear didn't do anything. And it's a bit outside.
Yeah, no hit.
It's not another. Gosh, that's another max damage roll.
All right, Garrus.
Okay. mhm. Hang on. There we go. All right. I'm going to swing again. Boom. Hey, nice.
Woo! Ooh, good lord.
15 points
Yeah.
of damage.
So you,
And
yeah.
gonna try to use.
So
I
you
guess not.
you kind of run them through,
Oh.
and you could tell it won't be long. It's like
Okay.
wheezing and whatever. A lot of blood running from multiple wounds.
Okay. Yeah, that's hit a creature bonus action. Oh yeah, I'm using my bonus action to hit it with my horns.
Okay.
Oh well.
Nope. Miss. All right. Round 8. MacGuffin.
MacGuffin once again gets out of the acid blobber, cranks it up to the max,
Turns it up to
And-
11.
and lets it roll again. Another dex saving throw.
He failed. All right. 5 points of acid damage. All right. What's the bear doing?
His bear is kind of just, he's going to come loitering over here and he'll make an attack.
Finally. That bear's pretty
Yeah.
dangerous.
Not that dangerous. He doesn't have a character sheet, does he?
Mhm.
So that's
But it's
gonna
on
be,
his character sheet.
Is it?
Yeah, his attack. Remember, it's on MacGuffin's character sheet at the bottom of his attacks.
There's a lot of stuff on here.
You're right, but it's there
So
at the
it's
last of the attacks.
It's a 26.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And this is +5, so for 11.
Yikes. That statue ain't doing that great either. So Ryan, your turn.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna try and lean on the statue again to keep it from hurting everybody else. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cast a sacred flame, and will be
Dex check.
that'll be a DC. Yeah, that'll be a DC 15 Dex check.
That's a fail.
Ah, yes. Okay, he's gonna take 4 radiant.
Okay.
And then we're gonna use a bonus action to command the spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, well, it's a
I'm not even
dirty
gonna make
20.
you roll because the statue only has 2 hit points, so it just crumbles.
Awesome.
Woohoo.
There. Stop using my spell slots. I have to kill things.
So honestly, the Coatl looks to you, Garrus, and sadly, it looks like it wants to retreat and give up, but it can't, so it has to attack you. But you feel like remorse coming from
I tell it, I understand.
it.
Now, just give me your neck so I can kill you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 There we go.
Not an at 20, but it's up there.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. That was just crap. All right. You take 6 damage. Oh, also give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
We're falling conscious.
Oh, dear.
You pass out, sir.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right. Yep, he did it. Yikes. All right. Erevan.
Erevan moves to here.
Yep. You notice that the Coatl had sunk its fangs into the shoulder of the Minotaur, and he just went night-nights.
Oof. Oof, Minotaur.
That's what I said.
Big oof.
Big oof. Large oof. All right. I am going to, since I have these magic stones ready, 3 of them.
Throw those
I'm
pebbles,
going-
Willow.
You want to throw one? Whack.
What?
Oh, nice.
Roll your damage.
Take that, pebble.
All right. So this is kind of funny. So you hit it in the head, and it actually goes ahead and it dies, and then like a gust of greenish energy opens up, and it's pulled down into what looks like the ethers. But Garrus is there, and he's unconscious. Garrus, roll me a dexterity saving throw, and if you botch, you might be going to heaven, sir.
Yeah.
Oof.
Only if you botch.
I rolled a 6. Like
All right.
literally.
Yeah, so you're not sucked in, and you're fine. That's fine.
All right.
Little fun house rules there that I've been doing since forever.
Oh.
So
Guys.
With a cantrip, yo.
All right.
We found-
Combat is
Hey.
over.
I think
we
I heard
just
some
found-
giggles. I think I heard some giggles when I cast the magic stone. By the way.
Oh, from the DM you did.
Yeah. Take that.
We just found 374 gil and a tent.
Oh man.
Run away.
Does that make us safe for the night? There's no high potions?
Oh, this round of Final Fantasy lore brought to you by my.
That's
There
what
is a phoenix down.
a ninja and his. That's what a ninja and his Rottweiler.
Garrus is just over there snoring in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just
So-
shake him awake. And he's fine.
Tarn will come over and poke him a few
Yeah,
times
I'll-
to get him woken
I'll-
up.
I'll tend to Garrus if I'm right near him too.
Yeah,
All right.
he's bleeding from several places.
Oh.
I just I'll put my hand on your shoulder, Garrus, give you a squeeze. You got this, big boy, and give you 20 hit points back.
Wow.
That's only on
Lovely.
hands. All right. I feel like they're, talk amongst yourselves. There's a lot of things that happen here. Obviously, you had a big fight, but 2 of you that were missing appeared in blue lights. And Erevan, you do know that had something to do with your patron.
Okay.
Because you felt the drain. The patron was like, yeah, we're going to take some of your magic to bolster that.
Yes.
Also, one last thing that I will impart to you. You know that the device of time journeying is somewhere in his chart right
Ooh, do I know that just from the action that happened in this combat that I felt its presence kind of?
now. Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to be quiet for a while.
Interesting.
All right, so I'm gonna thank Zorian for waking me up. That was like very, very important. Thank you.
So I don't mean to rush anybody, like you fools set off an alarm.
What do you mean? There was no sound here at all.
There was at the court. All sorts of bells ringing, the king priest taking off, Pandora taking off. Oh, did I mention I saw Pandora?
And you let her get away?
She's coming
The
here.
situation probably wasn't even the best for me. It was probably 1 versus, what do you think, Zorian? 10,000?
But if you killed her or got to her, then we wouldn't have needed to do all this.
1
too late
versus
for all that.
10,000, and then on the side was the king priest, and McGuffin here told me, don't interfere with the timeline.
So, Garrett,
Well, that's correct. You don't want to interfere with the main timeline.
Why does MacGuffin sound like he's about to? You're about to steal his Lucky Charms.
He's had a little
like-
bit of the acid got back in his mouth a bit.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
so I go back to column 8 and I start investigating this harp and check for traps.
Sure.
Garrett, this is the harp that you need, right? That's the one that we promised that would get back to those 3 ladies.
And
Yes.
and
Put a charm on you.
yeah,
No,
so
that's-
Tarn, you actually see that that's exactly the harp that those hags wanted you to take.
Yep. Then those fools didn't put a timeline on this.
I start moving away as soon as they start
Right.
talking about that. Like I'm gonna move away from them.
Make your check, Weldon.
Huh? Well,
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to set up the trap. I'm just
No. But you can search for the trap. It's
Okay.
an investigation. Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. The investigation.
Nope.
Nice.
You see no traps. Oh no! I'll tell you what. You do, because one of the traps blew. I'm giving you a bonus. You see a trap there. No, I'm
Okay.
just giving you the bonus. You know the trap is there. You actually see it, and it's a spell trap.
All right.
It's a ward's trap or whatever.
All right. So I tell everyone else, all right, guys, I'm going to try to unlock this thing. Everyone's like, oh.
So Ryan, you probably won't.
If you got something that dispels magic, so, let me know, but I'm going to
Why
try.
did you? Oh, you're gonna aid another, are you, Chuck?
I can help you out with this.
Anyone else want to do this?
Yeah, I'm going to cast guidance.
There you go. Nice.
Thank you.
So you can roll an extra D4 and add it to the check.
All right. E4. All right.
So, and
So-
then McGuffin is definitely assisting you.
All right. Athletics, history, insight.
So you roll off your your thieves tools, and you should
Yeah.
your bonus. You should have crazy bonuses on that.
Should have advantage on this.
I don't know about advantage, but I know that you got.
Well, McGuffin's helping.
Oh, that's right.
So
Your thieves tools should be on your character sheet.
yeah, I'll just make the roll.
Because McGuffin is also proficient in thieves' tools.
I love that. You got this gnome over your shoulder going, are you sure you want to use the A7 probe?
You get to roll it again there, well then.
Yeah, and then you get to roll it again, and then
And then a D4.
And then a D4. D4.
Yep.
Mhm.
yeah.
Hit that 4, baby.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
19. 19.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a fail by 1.
Hey, you have turned the sacred treasure chamber into a vat of beef stroganoff.
Okay, so Ryan and go ahead and. Yep. So, yeah, so Ryan and McGuffin and Ari, go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, we should have warned you, Zorion. These are big blasts.
Oh.
There you go.
Everybody.
Everybody?
Well, no, I'm just checking
Failed.
something.
Rock your body.
It was a DC
Yeah.
35.
No.
Everybody
Are
clap
you
your
making?
hands.
You're gonna take half.
It's 100 D1s.
Oh, chill out.
It's
I need
better
my-
than 100 D2s. Let's say.
Oh, I need my stress clay.
Okay, everybody takes
Ouch.
half of 29.
Oh.
So 15.
14.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Ra-
You're running
yeah.
around in the
14?
King Priest treasury. I don't know what you think you.
Well, come on.
All right. That's...
All right, so you can now grab that heart.
What effect was that, Ed? What happened just there?
Oh, it was a blast of acid.
Ow. Damn.
Well, that looks a little bit befitting on the Mr. Acid Man.
So, Ryan, you want to heal anybody, or does it matter?
Oh my gosh.
I think we need to make our way out if the bad guys
Yeah.
are coming.
Yeah, I let's get to a safe place and you can have all of my spell slots.
So,
Okay,
perception.
so what about
checks.
going further in?
Well, hang on. Perception checks.
Oh,
Everybody?
Everybody.
clap your hand.
Natty 20.
Okay, you're definitely hearing a commotion outside
Oh no, I know nothing.
Let's go out
because
through
the
the
door is
kitchen.
open. The gate is open. You guys never closed it behind you. So if anybody wants to go to the gate, what you will see is a retinue of, it looks like Knights of the Divine Hammer arguing with the Sphinx.
Good.
Okay.
Quietly close the door.
All right.
Yeah.
Why-
Go close the door.
All right. You close the door, no problem. So
Hey, fine. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
nice.
Guys,
You tell me.
so Aragon, Evan, do you need something from something here? Like if you detected the device journey, do you need something?
Well, you don't know that he detected it.
Sorry.
Only he knows. That's okay.
Right.
Right.
So I don't know that.
You don't know.
Like, are we all good? Are we ready to jump out of
But you guys know that 2 people did teleport in. That has not been discussed by the group as of yet.
Correct. And we can't really run out the front door right now. There's a bunch of people out there.
There are doors here, and here, and here, and here.
So, my Aravin's background is archaeologist. So the fact that he can possibly explore ruins before they become ruins is extremely intriguing.
Sure.
I have my hat of disguise make me look like
Yeah. No,
One
you
of
guys
the-
look like you're all disguised right now.
I know, but I'm saying maybe I
Ooh,
change it to a divine hammer guy in case they
I'm
come
already
in.
I'm fulfilling that role already as a captain.
I'm gonna be
Make
like
yourself a much lower rank.
A general.
So the only issue there is Zorion had given a speech in front of the King Priest, and now he appears in front of the Solia Fabalis, and you guys both disappeared in magical energies of teleportation.
Yeah, we're heretics, guys.
I mean, really, do they know me from Adam?
No, the issue will be Zorion, not you.
Yeah.
You guys can all change your shape,
as long as we can keep him hidden.
but to be fair, You have taken 2 items off of these pedestals as well.
There's probably been another alarm
no.
set off.
I didn't.
No, you
Maybe we
didn't,
should go
but-
through a door.
All right. I'm curious. I'll open this door.
That one opens fine. And it's literally just a room full of boxes.
Okay.
How about we hide deeper in the facility by going out that door?
So when you go to this door over here, there is actually, it's a door, but there is no handle and there is no lock. But these doors over here
What's the elf?
are fine.
What's the celestial word for friend?
Bad lock.
Hey, Ed, the door over to the right, you said, does it have a handle?
That door is unlocked. Hang on. Why aren't you letting me do it? Storage. Boxes.
Oh, the middle door doesn't have a handle? Is that what you said?
Doesn't have a handle or a lock. It's just a closed door.
Well,
All right. I'm going to try and open this one.
That
Yeah.
door is locked.
Kinder,
All right.
Kinder, do you want to use your thieves' tools or mine?
MacGuffin runs up. I can open it.
Well,
But
you
I'll help.
wanna do
I'll
it?
help. I'll help Audrey instead.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Man, just an average day.
Yeah.
Let's say you can roll again because MacGuffin is helping you.
Ah, all right.
He's saying we should use the diamond-headed one this time.
So the
Okay,
19
thank
opens
you.
that
Good
door.
advice. It helps a little bit.
That door is open. So you see another door here and here down the hall and one over here.
I think we go through and at least close this door behind us.
Yeah, good plan.
hell yes.
All right, everybody
And
move.
lock it.
Yeah, go ahead and move all the characters. So do you guys have some injured? Does anyone need healing, or is that not something that anyone is concerned with right now?
Oh, MacGuffin needs some healing.
I'm almost full. I'm like 9
Yeah,
down, 8 down.
not
I took
that
the
hurt.
full blast, so it's up to you guys. I don't have any potions left.
I'm only taking 4.
Audrey, we should relock this door.
Yes, that's a great
Mhm.
idea.
Oh, I meant MacGuffin's voice. Audrey, we should relock the door.
I don't need a check for that. You guys could just do that. That's fine.
All
All right, click.
right. I was looking
Hey,
at the
look,
map.
it's just one of the deadbolts.
No, I
I
would just
was
say
looking at the
like
map. Who took a full blast?
he just takes an action just to
The Kinder
Mc-
took a full blast.
All right.
MacGuffin's on his last leg. Literally.
All right. I'll take care of that. Hold on. Let's. You can have my last second level spell slot. Don't waste it.
Oh,
Oh, that was
Well,
awful.
finish.
You get 9 back.
ugh,
I wasted it. Jeez.
ugh, that hurt my soul.
I know.
MacGuffin's back to half at least now.
All right, Ed, check the door for this one. Detect,
this one here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's locked.
Huh?
It's locked.
It's unlocked?
Yes.
All right. Let's open it.
MacGuffin runs over. I'll help you out again.
You guys make a great team.
I've got these curly cute little door lock. I'm always curious what it does.
In the Elven lands, we call that a pig's. Never mind.
Oh, pizzle.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that.
All right. Does someone want to actually make a roll?
I mean,
Yeah.
MacGuffin's assisting Ari.
Can we
Yes.
just assume we pass?
No,
So it's a
because
double
time
roll
is
for you
of
while
the
then.
essence.
Are we doing
You've
another
heard of-
investigation?
No, no.
It's
I
a
mean,
double
don't worry about the traps. Just
locked
go ahead and roll
doors.
your open.
See, you've heard of say
roll
yes
again
or
with it.
roll. You need to
Yeah.
start saying yes.
Ah, that one you made it. Cool.
All right.
So this looks like a meeting room with tables and chairs. It looks to be a very polished Valenwood. Beautiful.
Kill the tree for this?
Hey, Ed, Aravan will stay near the door that we came through right
Sure.
here, listening to let
You're
them
not
know
hearing
if
anything
progress
just
is
yet.
made.
You're good for now.
Okay. As soon as I hear something, I'll let you guys
Because those
know.
dudes have to fumble with the open of the main gate.
Well, should
All
we
right.
open this door up here? Is it locked there,
Which one? Here?
Gilris?
Yep, I'm trying this door.
It's locked.
Ari, we
Right.
need you up here again.
Here we go again.
This is the best skill challenge ever.
All right. Here we
All right.
go. Hump.
The king priest left everything locked. Oh, yeah. That one was fine.
All right.
All right. So you come in and you open this door, and this looks to be like kind of a common area for wizards, a study room. Everything looks fine until over in the corner of your eye, you see what looks to be an open portal. Kind of like the same portal that you had seen, that you had exited out of when you were in back over at the World Serpent Inn.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Oh.
Or a gift portal in the frame.
It's witchcraft, but I know what the Inquisition can do, so I'm leaving.
I think we need Aravan to tell us where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you guys let me know that something's up there, like I said, I'm standing guard at this door down here.
Oh, that's right.
Guys, we found one of the portals that go back to the anvil. You need to help us.
Well, you
Every
don't know
key
where that
point
portal
that we-
goes. Not every portal goes back to the anvil. It could, maybe.
Hey.
All roads lead to the anvil.
Sometimes they're longer.
Either that or the hell of being cut to pieces.
I will say that it is on a days, and it looks like that portal has been there.
So what does this portal look like? Is it just, do we see anything through it, or is it just like
You don't
swirling
see anything
colors?
through it. It's just blue glowing energy.
All right.
Like it's part of the collection. They found a portal. Nobody shut it down. They just picked the whole thing
But
up.
it's
and
active, which would be against what everything you know about how the king priest is in and out of this place.
Yeah.
As soon as everybody comes in the room, I lock the door.
Cool.
Awesome.
I'm
Well,
guessing
I
everybody's
will-
in the room. I'm going to move everybody else in here.
Thank you.
All right.
3 locked doors.
I will see if there's any kind of telling energies or something that I can get off of this portal. I will get my hands as close to it as I can without actually touching the surface of it,
Give me an Arcana
Yeah.
check.
and just study it.
Arcana check.
Oh, so sorry about that. 11.
Yeah, you don't. It's an active portal. It leads somewhere. I will say that you don't think it's leading anywhere like to any outer planes, but you're just not sure.
Yeah, I'll say the magic of portals is very, very unpredictable. So this one I cannot gauge any kind of
I mean,
destination.
other folks can give you Arcana checks, right?
Yeah, MacGuffin will definitely give an Arcana check. He'd love to share his wisdom. So MacGuffin's a 23.
You rolled that for you.
That's
That was
MacGuffin's
Tarn.
character. That's MacGuffin's character sheet has.
Oh,
I
got
can't. I can't roll that high.
So
I have a 0 on Arcana.
got it. So MacGuffin looks and he's like, he basically says,
You gotta do the
I
voice.
think this will lead us home. I can't do it. Whatever. I see what he does. I'm not even gonna try.
I think this will lead us home, boys.
Good enough for me. Boop.
All right.
Tarn looks around. Is there any like
Okay.
throw pillows on these couches?
Yes, there are some beautiful floor pillows that you were surprised that the King Priest didn't take. But and they're not dusty. They're all very nice.
Tarn will take a couple with him.
They look to be made of cashmere.
Ollie, bring the bag over here quick.
Love it. It's like if the Swedish chef were legible.
All right, I'll head over.
Pork.
Start throwing in some throw pillows.
We're confiscating evidence, right?
Yes, of course.
Can't put it in.
Souvenirs.
Ollie, we're saving them from going all the way to the bottom of the Blood Sea.
Right, in 15 years.
Man.
All right, folks.
I will say, I feel the presence of the device of time journeying nearby.
You do.
I did.
You do.
That's right. Let's hop through the portal and discuss it because I think the guards will come in soon.
All right, so
Garrus already went. So
Yeah, Garrus just disappeared. You guys are all just doing this on your own.
I'll close this door and lock it on this side.
Everything's already been closed.
Yeah, MacGuffin
But
and
I
the
will
bear,
say this: that you are hearing other doors being opened now.
MacGuffin and the bear go through. Tarn goes through.
Damn it.
Aravan, what are you doing?
Before Tarn goes through, is Zorion, come with us. I think I misjudged you. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do a quick run through of this room and see if there's anything that seems out of place or
Nope.
familiar.
It just looks like a study room, a
all the
comfortable place for wizards to hang out and talk about whiz biz.
All the couches are missing their throw pillows.
Yeah, well, the throw
That's out of
pillows
place.
all in.
Just a dwarf running like this. Oh.
That's mine.
I'm gonna go down here to where Ari is by this door
Yeah.
and say, Ari, if they have not come through this door yet, will you check this door for me on the other side?
All right, sure.
All right, so I'm gonna unlock this door here and see if this hallway is clear or if there's.
It's
other
not
people.
clear. You actually see them opening the door across.
Okay, so I grab Ari by the jacket, pull him back, lock this door again, and say, "We're out of time." Time.
All right, let's go.
Mumble something about witchcraft and jump through the portal.
All
And
right.
I grab him in his arm if he's not moving and say, "Come on, come along."
So Ryan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna mutter something about witchcraft and jump through the portal.
Okay, you broke up a little bit, but I heard you.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Witchcraft.
Blah blah blah. Witchcraft. Give me a second.
Wah, 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 wah. Yes, ma'am. Wah, wah. No, ma'am.
All right, hang on. I'm working on it, guys.
Oh, my poor stress clay.
I know.
I'm so glad we got out of that.
All right. Boom. And you guys end up back in the anvil, and the journeyman is just like at a control station, and you could tell he's sweating and he's been doing multiple things. There are all the doors around except for the one that you come through are closed, and the door that you come through, as soon as you come through, it turns black, and then you see the door turn to dust. And he even says, he's like, "That's it. We can't cross there anymore."
Wait a minute.
And then,
I've
he
never.
kind of sits down, like at his station, and it's just like, "Do you guys still have any of that beer you made? You took it with you."
I've
wait.
always got the small keg in my pocket.
Like, do you understand what I had to do to come through the timeline to get you all? And apparently there was outside interference.
Wait, I've never been to the anvil, so I imagine that I'm doing that look around and making that face like I'm about to say that it's bigger on the inside.
Let me show you the art here.
Oh yeah, show him the art.
You'll love
I'm
this.
showing you.
It's bigger on the inside.
That is what the anvil looks like. You can tell there's like a station here. Oops, sorry. There's doors on all sides that go up, and the door that you guys came through over here just was like fell to dust, and there's nothing there on the wall anymore. So there's only 2 active doors in it now. And you can tell that the whole room has subjectional gravity. You can walk upstairs. You can walk on any wall.
Whoa!
But right now, the Wayfarer's like, I need a beer, please.
I ask him, what do you
door.
mean we can't travel there anymore? Like that time period
That
is
specific time to travel is now gone. I can't access there. Can't access that point because the energy I had to expend to open a portal into the Solio Fabalis.
I said, has that ever happened before? Is that normal?
No, but what's never happened before is seeing Tarn and this priest who doesn't belong here. I've never, in all of my travels, he's never been a traveler. Something has changed here.
Here, let me introduce you to. So, as I go,
I'm well aware who Zorion is. He's
I
the
pull
only
out-
of the priests that ever rebelled against the king priest in open court. He was murdered not long after this,
Ooh,
as per normal history.
I heard
Dodged
it was
the
from a
bullet on that one.
dwarf.
No, you.
The Ryan?
As I walked
You're
up to
welcome,
Ryan
buddy.
and offer him my flask.
oh,
Yeah.
You
I
might
pull
need
one,
a sip of this.
Give it to the journeyman. I've got one too, so I pull it out of the bag of holding and say, "Here, you're gonna need." This.
Okay, Zorion, you just know that you've traveled through time and space to this weird room that has machines all over the place, doors on the walls, and stairwells that lead to other doors on walls, and you can walk on. Yeah, it's just really strange.
and it's bigger on the inside.
Correct. Actually, you can give me an Arcana check if you don't mind.
Yeah, you think
Because I can, because in your lifetime, this was something that the King Priest tried to conquer. That's why I'm gonna. Actually,
I'm
you
amazed.
can give me a history check. That would actually be a little better. History, or yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You actually know that this is a place of horrible witchcraft and magic. It was originally created by sorcerers thousands of years ago in a civilization before the Towers of High Sorcery, and they had mastered time magic. And it just has a storied history of a bad, cursed place to be, and weird time travel. And the King Priest had sent a force here to conquer it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this place is just bad juju for what you have known.
It's out of the frying pan and into the fire for old Zorion.
That's right, Gandalf.
Oh no.
But anyway, and then this strange man who is, he's wearing the trappings of like finery, but it looks dirty. Like it looks dirty and not as clean as it was. But he looks like a traveling performer. He's got brown hair, but there's gray on the sides.
Is he a scion?
No, he's
No,
a human
okay.
man.
Okay.
He's a human man. You do notice, though, he does have a holy symbol around his neck of Gillian. But he doesn't look to be a priest. Or
Okay.
Gillian. Gillian. Is it Gillian or Gillian? I never.
I don't think
Gillian.
Go both.
Yeah,
He's a time traveler. Why isn't Zivelin?
don't know.
Okay.
But it's a rudimentary holy symbol. It's not a medallion of faith.
Yeah. I'm in an evil time traveling flying box with an apostate.
Okay. No.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm going to sit on the floor and pray to myself for a while.
Okay. So the journeyman takes your flask and he downs most of it. And then he's just like,
You
please,
say so.
don't tell
What
me.
time are we in
I
now?
couldn't tell. I couldn't see. Did you get the artifact?
One.
I said, sure. I pull out the harp.
That was for our side project.
Yeah, we met three ladies. We kind of got, turned drunk.
Can I
We
see
needed
that?
the harp.
Can I see
There
that
you
harp?
go.
So he starts playing like melodies on it, and he seems to be very proficient. Like this. What? This has a story, but this is not the story I want to hear now. Did you get sedition?
I will take sedition out of my bag.
He's like dropping on the ground right now.
I drop it on the ground right now.
You are not supposed to touch artifacts like this, sir.
Well,
So
Timeline.
How are we supposed to get it?
sedition, by touching it, you are allowing it to manipulate you to change you evil. You understand that, right?
well, no, I don't understand it. You
No.
never
I
said
thought
that.
he was already evil.
No, he's not evil. So you see him, he takes his cloak off and he wraps the necklace in it, and he's like, we're gonna take this to another room and we could discuss.
You never said don't touch it. Ever. By the way.
I mean, I explained to you that what sedition does is it corrupts people to evil. Why would you think that by touching it wouldn't? I mean, are you not? Do you not know the rudimentaries of magic? I mean, come on.
I only know magic that was thrust upon me days ago. Days. I do not understand it.
Ago. So how about explain to me what happened? Because I lost my vision of you. Suddenly you ended up in the Tower of High Sorcery, and it was only 4 of you, and then it was 6 of you, and I don't know how or why.
I feel that I felt the presence of the device of time journeying nearby, and it sapped all of my magical strength. At the same time, it did that. It knocked me unconscious, and the next thing I know, Zorian and Tarn are standing in the room they weren't in before. I don't know.
So you see him get up, and he goes back to his station, and he opens a book, and he gets a quill and ink, and he starts taking notes. It's like, this is very interesting. Continue.
Like I say, whatever power I had left, which wasn't a whole lot, I feel that it was the device that triggered the power that brought these two to us.
So you're saying the device of time journeying is in Istar on the day of 15 Corge. I'm sorry, Corge of 15 PC.
Yes. But and I felt it was near while we were in the tower, but we didn't have the time to explore to try to find it.
That's concerning. That's
As
not
much
a
as I
place where
wanted
it
to.
should be, to
But-
my knowledge. That will require some more research.
Well, that's troubling.
Erevan, you got those messages after you pulled that sedition off the pillar and set off the trap, right? So how do we know that the device of time journeying that you're describing really was the device of time journeying? How can you tell? And wouldn't it be
Kinderfriend,
cool if
you
it
would
was
not
actually the
understand.
magician doing it to you all along? Plot
Me,
twist.
myself, and the device have a very close relationship. When you met me days ago, I had no knowledge of any kind of magical power, but somehow the device of time journeying has granted me any and all of the magical powers that you have seen me use over the past several days. Before this, I was an explorer. I was a collector of notes of ancient ruins. I had no idea how to do anything that I can do now. And I'll just like shoot an electric blast out of my hand. And I say, I don't know how to do that, but I do. And that's all thanks to the device of time journey.
Cool.
It is.
Do it again. All right.
I feel that it is somewhat troublesome if the device was in a time that it wasn't supposed to be in, or an area it wasn't supposed to be in at a certain time, though.
Interesting. I'll have to look into that. But for now, I would say everyone deserves some rest. And also, revered brother Zarian, welcome to the Anvil of Time. And he kind of gives you a bow. And I promise that our work here is to something that Paladin would approve of you doing. We're working to the betterment of not just this world, but all of the other worlds that mirror on the River of Time.
Based on what I've based on what I've seen from my own reality, I think that you're more right than the King Priest.
The King Priest is flawed, sir. And he was, now that you were here, you must know that he was
I
rewarded.
want to tell him. I want to tell him.
Very well, Master Tarn. Tell him what happens to the King Priest.
King Priest isn't fool. He calls on the gods to solve these problems. The gods answer with a mountain that smoked his butt, sinking Istar to the bottom of the Blood Sea, creating a serious storm. Your house right now is you're gonna need some waiters to get to it.
So let's allow a little levity to this situation for him to understand that in 15 years from the time that you just stepped out of, the King Priest asks the gods to make him a god so he can destroy all of not only all of the evil,
he demands
but
it.
all of the balance gods and races as well. The King Priest went on a crusade to destroy not only evil races, but anyone that didn't agree with his rule, which ended up being goodly gods as well, who didn't agree with his version of the light.
Including me, it seems.
As I said, you were one of the few that rebelled against him, other than Catherine Twiceborn. And you know who Catherine is. Catherine is actually the cat. He's the head of the Knights of the Divine Hammer.
It's a good thing the Reox threw the mountain down.
It wasn't reorcs, it was all the gods, Master.
That's what they tell you, don't they? Gullible.
I mean, that's history, but you can believe.
That's history, but you sit in this room pulling buttons.
I do. And if I hadn't pulled buttons, you wouldn't be here right now.
I know. I'd be comfortable in Palanthus.
I mean, that's not untrue. Very well. How about we go have a meal? have a few drinks, relax.
That sounds great.
All right.
I've become a fan
You
of
would
drink.
believe the food they served you in a star.
Jeez. All right, so let's
Yeah,
figure
go
out
to
some
the
cleanup
journeyman and
here.
explain to him that MacGuffin now has his life quest. MacGuffin
Right.
now has a life quest. Guess what he wants to do? He wants to map the timeline.
Hey, I do really want to map the whole
Yay.
timeline.
The
I'd
journeyman's
like to
like,
sit down
well,
and talk to you for about 3 hours. We could get some started.
he's just like, let me have a few drinks before we have that conversation, please.
Of course, of course. I gotta get my pen and paper ready immediately.
All right, I'm going to do XP because you all deserve it
Oh.
very much.
Heck yeah.
And there's a lot of XP to be had here. Okay. Let me just crack my math here.
You get 100 bonus XP
what-
for
what-
making
what-
Daddy Beldinus mad.
What XP should you guys be at since MacGuffin's way behind?
Yeah, everybody got the same amount of XP from last session.
MacGuffin's only got 3,000 points.
Right now, I'm at 5784.
I'm at 6384. So we should be the same.
Yeah, everybody should be
63.84.
really close.
200 away from leveling, so 6384.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody should be at 6384.
Okay.
So here's what everybody gets for XP right now. Everybody gets 1,200 XP apiece.
Woo!
Ooh.
There's a lot going on there, and that,
75.
there was some role play. There was all types of stuff. There was a big fight. There was some traps that were disarmed. Well, actually, traps that were just exploded. Anyway, so yeah, and I believe that will put everybody. Everybody should level up to level 5.
Now, what was that number again?
So the final XP. What's the final XP?
Well,
With
what did we get? I'm sorry.
1200.
1,200. But you should be where everybody else is, William.
Right.
7584.
5. What is it?
7584.
That's
Oh,
the
level
final.
five.
No,
Yeah.
85.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, yeah, 75. All right, never mind. 7.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 7.5.
Okay.
Woohoo. Extra
So-
attack.
Yeah, everybody goes to level 5. We're gonna.
Cantrips go up to another dice.
You guys successfully finished a chapter. I feel like we're gonna end like 6 minutes early tonight, but I feel like that's fine. Everybody, there's a lot going on. Again, thank you very much for spending your evening with us. It's very much appreciated. I hope everyone had fun this evening, and we'll see you back in a month, okay? So, Travis, go ahead and roll credits, and we'll see you back in September.